My name is Barbara Derrick from Native Studio Art. I'm just moving things around here and waiting for a few people to pop on. I know that's kind of annoying too, right? When you are waiting for people. Okay, I have my comments and they're on. If I miss your comments, just put them down below in the field on YouTube, and I will get back to you when I can. So I wanted to come on day 3 of my 30-day creative challenge. And I came up with this challenge, the idea of it, 4 or 5 days ago. And as a business owner, one really important thing is to be consistent. And not just in consistency in showing up, but with my message and interacting with community. However, with this coronavirus, it's made it like almost impossible. And like a lot of business owners, a number of my contracts just disappeared, gone. So that included contracts with the colleges, universities, organizations, art gallery, the exhibition, the showing, all of these things beyond our control, because at this point in time, we have what we call social distancing, which has brought us all to here on the internet. I see there may be, and I was really concerned at first, and I know that I might be familiar with the worries, the confusion, and the negativity that surrounds us. And this can really have a huge impact, again, on our health by what's going into our minds, fuels our body, mind, and spirit. And when I say mind, I came here today with 2 things to do with you. And that would be, first of all, I want to do an exercise with you about mindset. And then I'm going to give you a little project. And once this video has been posted, then I will come back and I will insert the subscribe now. But basically, when you would like to have a copy, a printed copy of these items, subscribe on my website, nativestudioart.net/artclasses.html. And you will find right at the top of my art classes that I do here in Edmonton, Alberta, from daily, Monday to Friday, but you will find a subscription. And all I ask is for your email address. And once I receive your email address, see, as I note from day to day when people subscribe, you will get not just that lesson, but the other lessons that followed. Okay? So let's get started. Now, when I talk about, let's start with mindset. Nowadays, people are saying, well, what is it? Like, it sounds like some kind of futuristic type thing. And so if I said to you, limiting self-beliefs, you would say to me, what? What do you mean by that? We have anywhere from 12,000 to 16,000 negative thoughts a day. I couldn't believe that. And I was thinking, well, like, oh my God, really? Excuse me, my hair is, I'm not like that. But think about the tendency. I thought about the tendency for me to move when I am disappointed, frustrated, and confused. And I catch myself saying things like, when I make a mistake, I say, oh, that was stupid. Now, whoa, No, it wasn't. That was genius. I correct it. I catch myself. Oh, look at how stupid that looks on that person. That. And I'm like, oh my God, may blessings be to the person I just sent that energy out. And so I choose to grab my attention and change that. Because what we send out into the world comes back. And yeah, it's true. We want life, and life moves through us, not to us. He says, because in the spirit of things, we are spirit, having a physical experience. And therefore, we have power in our towards our destiny. We have power in the day too. In the morning when I wake up, it's the sun shining. I go, what a beautiful day. And just that reflection as I watch the sun come up changes my whole, where I'm putting that energy. Whether we're struggling, and we all have different struggles, minute to minute, day to day, health-wise, financial, relationships, and the list goes on. There's five various sections that we need to look after during that whole day, and that's a lot. That's why such a big figure. So in order to change our mindset, we need to distract that thinking mind. And when we distract, it's usually with affirmations. But I want to say this to you, is if we truly don't believe that we deserve to have a peaceful life, there is not any number of affirmations that, and I know this from experience, that could change that. I had to go back and look at the thinking from the time I was a child and change. A lot of it came from 4 to 7 years old. Okay, so what I want you to do is grab a sheet of paper and a pen. Ta-da! Sheet of paper and pen. I'm going to do a visualization or an imagery reading to you, and I want you to quietly write down your answers, not mine. I'll give you some examples as I go through of what I would put, and or how, whatever. Okay, getting distracted here. So this is called a cube test, and it's the Japanese psychological test that will reveal everything about your personality. It's not everything, but it's a cute little test. Cute. I think it's an empowered type of test, not cute. Caught myself, right? It's the words that we use also to empower ourselves. So imagine you are walking through a desert and you see a cube. How big is your cube? Mine's big. So what material is your cube made out of? And when I say that, it doesn't necessarily have to be paper. It could be sand. It could be metal. It could be porcelain. It's your imagination. Let it flow. The critical mind would tell me that the cube is a cube and it's a shape. And I'm saying, no, it's not. It's a shape, but it has form. And I want that material to be aligned with me. So I choose to have my cube canvas. Its sides are all created with linen canvas because I'm an artist. Okay? What's yours made out of? Okay, somewhere near the cube, imagine a ladder. Okay, so there's a ladder. Where is it in relationship to the cube? And what's the ladder made out of? Oh, I did this a few minutes ago with another group, online teaching. And I put a pencil up against a cube. And today, like right now, I'm going to use my pen, and I'm going to just put my pen right beside my canvas cube. Just right there. And it's going straight up. If it was any straighter, it'd fall over. Okay, so your ladder can be whatever your vision is creating. Your mind. Take note of it, write it down. This is important. Mine is right up against my cube, but yours might be way in the distance. Or maybe it's on the ground. Picture a horse next to the cube and ladder. So where is that horse? What direction is it faced in? What's the horse wearing? Is the horse wearing reins, saddles, blanket? My horse is not too far away from the ladder, and it's facing the east. I like the east because of the morning. Every morning I am so grateful because I get another day to have another go and correct my mistakes, my failing forward. So I'll put I've got my horse in the east. And I had a horse blanket, but I visualize my horse blanket to be something that my ancestors would have made. Maybe it could be like a bear skin. No, that's wrong. All of a sudden my mind goes, no, it's just a blanket. Now, imagine some flowers somewhere in that scene. Oh, I love that idea. And of course, for me, I put flowers, just fields of flowers. I could see it like the cube is immersed. There's so many flowers around that and everything. It's just the horizon. You would swear that it's red. And the landscape is just full of red roses. So there's a storm coming. No, there is a storm. Correction. How close is it to the cube? The ladder, the horse, the flowers? How close is it? And are you scared of it? I have my storm. It's right above me. And I am standing right amidst all of the stuff I created. And I have my hands out. And I'm like, okay. That's for me. I've been in those storms that were electrical. And I was so scared of thunderstorms when I was, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago. So I made myself stand out in the center of a lightning storm and do exactly what I just said, even though I was scared. And oh, what an experience. And so I remember that experience now. So do you remember all your answers? You've got them all wrote down? So here are your answers. Are you ready? Okay. The size of the cube is your ego. Mine's huge. Is that a wrong thing or a right thing? I don't think, for me, that the size of ego reflects anything but the size of the ego. We do need ego to push ourselves forward, but we also can be aware, and this is my teachings, aware of the people that we impact by giving back, by learning how to give and receive. And my cube is huge, and I love giving back. And this is why I'm doing this live with you today and every day for 30 days, is to to share my gift. I was born as an artistic, creative being, and I want to share that with you. Okay, number 2. The transparency of the cube shows how open you are with other people. Oh, mine is canvas, so it's not that transparent. But I've also learned for me, that there are certain things that we can share with others. But there's a lot that we need to resolve within ourselves. And one of my mentors always reminds us that when we're sharing from a history that's been from a traumatized history from the past, is that we use up until now and then tell our story. Up until now, because it signals for us to remember the lessons that we learned. And my canvas and the colors I share with the world and my speaking and training come from that canvas. The closer it is to the ground, the more grounded you are. And of course, mine is right on the ground, and it's surrounded by roses. It's taken me a lifetime. That's another teaching. The distance between the ladder and the cube show how close you are to friends. Makes sense. For me. Yours may be different, but it's something that might be there in your subconscious that you've been looking at, changing, and healing. And so this is your story. It's not for anybody else. The horse being tied up or saddled shows that you like more control in a relationship. How much control? Okay? Mine doesn't have a rein. It's just quietly there with the blanket on its back. If the horse is moving away from the cube, you are distant with your current partner. Oh, mine is just right there by the cube. Yours, again, this is your visualization. This story is yours. Or the interpretation could be you're struggling to attain your ideal partner. Okay? The more flowers you pictured, the more kids you desire. Mine is field. And I love the inspiration that I get from children, teens, youth. I like they're closer to God. They have a sense. And as adults, we need to learn from them and allow them to voice. And so for me, I'm grandmothering the world. And I love their questions because it makes me think from the heart instead of the mind. There's nothing wrong with the mind, but sometimes it's just loaded with academic information. And where they're coming from is so heart. Like they are naive and they genuinely want to change something or to give back. They listen to kids talk. The closest the flowers are to the cube, the more you're thinking about the kids. And see, my flowers are very close to that cube. It's just surrounded, and I'm sure that more of that cube is sitting on the roses. The storm is your stress. There's huge stress right now. Mine is just like this big lightning storm above me. And the closer and more threatening is, the more stressed you currently are. Sure, that makes sense. Mine is like right above me. However, I know I'm in control. Remember what I said? That life moves through me, not to me. I get to choose because my choice is not to be a victim or be victimized. If the storm is affecting the other things in your desert, other things in the desert. It's not a desert. Mine wasn't a desert. But if the storm affects anything in your vision, it should say, you are stressed about those aspects of your life. My storm is touching all aspects of my life right now. And I think it's a beautiful time to challenge my own mindset. I'm not scared of that because I have the time and the resources. As my gifted mentor would say, I am resourced. Spirit resourced me. It's all inside. So how were your results? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'd love for you to tell me what your results are in the comments. Maybe, definitely, we're all different. We're like the snowflake. Okay, we're going to move on to the project. And like I said, I'm going to move fairly quickly through this project, but you want the instructions. Remember to sign up today, and I can see on a daily basis who's signing up. I submit. I will upload them and submit them. Just give me a little time to do that. But we're going to make a book, a mini book. And this is a book you can share with friends and family and online teaching if you wish. It's a resource to help you move through the crazy time wherever you are. And it's also a great time to connect with people, okay? So, what you want is cards, construction paper. I've already started one. Hang on here. Looks like I might be giving some books away because I'm making so many. Because I was thinking of red roses. Okay. So this is a fairly long piece of construction paper. You can get at the dollar store. And I think it's like 50 sheets for like $1.50, $2.50. Just go look. Or what's the other one? Anyways, you'll know what I'm saying when I say dollar store. I want you to fold it lengthwise. And so, while I'm doing this, I will talk. I have a leadership, art, mentorship, private Facebook group. When you go on to Facebook, you can inbox me at Native Studio Art, a few steps here, and mention the private group, and I'll add you. Or I add you as a friend, one of the two. There's lengthwise. Now I want you to flip it the other way and fold it in half. Okay, secure. I'm gonna like that. And I have to look down at my paper because now you want to, after you do that, you fold it. And then I want you to fold it again. So easy. Okay, use your fingernail to crease the edges. Okay. So it looks like that. But you see it's not going to work, right? So I want you to open it up like that. Okay. Fold it. Now your fold, this is, hang on. This is the fold side on my right hand side. You'll see it on the video left, but it's on the right, okay? And you'll see a fold line right here. So this is the fold, and here are the the line. And then I want you to take a pair of scissors and cut down. I'll show you. Okay, that's what it looks like. So this is your fold. This is your cut from your fold in just to that box, so that when you open it, woo, you got like that. I want you to fold it again. See? And then you're going to take this hand and this hand. You're holding there. You're going to push it into the center. So you get that. And then you go like this. Right? Did you get that? One more time. Okay, so we fold it so that, and you'll see it like that. And then you're gonna push like that. See? Pages. And fold it together. Okay? And use your nail to do that. And what you have is a little book. Ta-da! And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 inside, 7 pages, 7, 8. There will be 8 total. Okay? So then, what I did, and now the steps. You can do this with a group. And mindset starts with the first part of it is, who am I? Not I'm an educator, I'm this, or this is my profession. See, my job, when I did this years ago, I was so depressed. Because I was like, if you take the job away from me as an instructor, who am I? If you take the job or the parenting away from me, and then moving through my relationships, my friends and my family, and I kept doing this until I was bare, I freaked out because I was thinking, who am I? And some people refer to this as purpose. What is my purpose? If I don't know who I am, then what is my purpose? And then I started to look at what was happening in my life. And I realized that I embodied patience, love, and understanding. And that patience and love and understanding of my others, I never gave it to myself. And then when I started to give it back to myself by starting with, I forgive myself for doing this or saying that. I was in the moment. I didn't know what else to say. Then I was able to say, I forgive you, to quietly to each one of my family members or my friends. Lots of people didn't get a chance to verbally hear it, but spirit talks, we talk to one another energetically, and it's felt. Then my life just opened up. I know this is spirit, and a lot of us don't want to talk about a spiritual essence. So if you need to move past all that, that's fine. But that's where I come from. And occasionally, no, 100% of the time I have to come from there. So if you need to, just fast forward this part of the YouTube video till you get to the next part. But who am I? So I put Musqua, and it's a painting. It's a huge painting that I have sitting next to me. And the reason why I put her there is because my book, Walking in Your Power, Lessons from the Grandmothers, was initiated from all the wisdom and at a time that I needed when when my mother passed away. I had to draw from the wisdom of their teachings from the past, and it filled my heart. And I knew that was not alone. And so I honor all those elderly grandmothers who spoke to a young woman years ago and gave me some insight in that I wasn't crazy. And what was going on was it was time to change some thinking and start doing. And this came to help me through traumatic periods. So I painted her, and she's the character in my book, Musquad, the bear. I named her Bear Woman, is because a lot of my teachings came from the Cree and the Ojibwe. Okay. So you have fun with this. You can paint, paste, cut out magazines, repurpose, have fun with this, add ribbon, do string art, whatever it takes to discover that embodiment of who you are. Okay? On the inside, what is most important to you? You have 2 pages. These are suggestions. So I would put images of the things that are most important to me today. Maybe they are years of importance, like family and friends. Maybe it's your business. Maybe it's caring about the elderly, whatever it may be. Put the imagery or draw symbols, whatever. Maybe it's your nation. Maybe you're a water bearer or a water carrier or a lands peacekeeper, and I can go on. This just gets you perky. Fill it with vivid imagery. Okay? Next one. What are your biggest challenges? I'm sure you could fill this up today. Like with this epidemic going on, pandemic, I guess that's what they're saying. There's a lot of us, like I said, with my storm. You do not have to verbally voice this. You could put images on here. Like I said, it's the same thing as the previous pages. Paste and cut. Some of those images may be painful, so reverse them. If the pain is about victimhood, then reverse that victimhood into standing powerful. What would that look like? So how will you overcome your challenges? And for me, when I came up with this 30-day creative challenge, that's overcoming a huge challenge because I want to distract my critical mind. I want to share the energy during the day before I start cooking supper and thinking about other things. As a business owner, I chose to come on at lunchtime and share my creative spark with you. So that's one thing that I can do. What's your one thing that you could do to change and overcome your challenge? And last but not least, an affirmation page, and just a few more minutes of your time. I have 2, okay? They're very close to my heart. This first one helped me get through the loss of my mother when she transpired into the other worlds, and again with my late father. God, help me to believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. By Macrina Wadakar. Excuse the pronunciation. When I wake up in the morning, I plan for a good day. My anticipation attracts positive experiences to me. And just being with you today is not just positive experience, it's a powerful experience. I've enjoyed my time with you today, and I will be on every day. What I'm doing is I'm doing a little Facebook or a little YouTube. I will upload the videos and have been from Facebook. I thought I'd try YouTube today. So I welcome you all, and please drop your comments if you have any, and I can't think of anything else. May the blessings be. Catch you later.